So, if you haven't heard, the Gloomwood demo dropped this weekend, and I decided to play it and make a video on it. Now, this isn't exactly a speed run, it's more of a challenge run, and I'm also going to be talking about what I think about the game, giving some various commentary, and I guess we'll just see where this goes. I don't do many of these live commentary style videos, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, Gloomwood is a stealth action indie horror game. It kind of plays a little bit like Thief, you know, the old Thief games, which I have never played, so I'm just saying it plays like them because I know it's based on them. But anyways, it plays like an old stealth game, like you'd expect. First person, you got melee weapons, you got guns, that's why it's called Thief with Guns most often on Twitter. And I'm going to be doing a run where I don't really use any of that. I'm not going to be killing any enemies, I'm going to be playing completely pacifist, not going to shoot anything, not going to slice anything unless it's a board or something that's in the way. There are a couple boards that you need to break. And I'm not going to be using any sequence breaks. I know there's speedruns of this game that go completely out of bounds and beat it in like a minute or something, but this will be all the way through run. You can see here, a nice little trick is that you can jump around that guy and climb the ledge on the stairs. Just a little thing that I found out from doing this many times. And another interesting thing you can do here while the gate is opening is jump up on this ledge and then jump around to the side, and there's a little board there you can land on. It really makes this part a lot faster than going all the way down. So I'm gonna hop up here. This part's a little iffy because you can get stuck when the guy follows you into the room. If you weren't aware or haven't played the demo, the enemies have very large hitboxes, which is why it'll seem like I just stop moving at some points when I'm near the enemies. That's because their hitboxes are huge and they'll block you from moving. Which I guess makes sense in that it's a stealth game and when you're caught it needs to be annoying. But it can be very hard to get around them sometimes. So in general, I'm jumping because you move faster when you're jumping unless you bonk your head on the ceiling. But there is one caveat here. You see those pipes right above me? If you can jump into them just the right way, sometimes they'll boost you forward. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the physics there. Maybe it's like translating upward velocity to forward velocity or something, but you do get a speed boost if you do it just right. So I always go for the sewers first if I'm trying one of these special runs because it's definitely the hardest part of the demo. As you saw, that crow beast thing there can get really annoying, especially in the very end of this part when there's a bunch of them. So I'm pretty much just running past everything here and collecting some health pickups because I expect on taking some damage at some points. Like this, I am completely stuck on the enemy. Eventually it lets me get by, but I took a couple hits there. Okay, so I'm going to be placing the lever, opening the gate, and moving on. On a lot of things like that where you have to place an object or unlock a door and then use it again right after, it can be a little iffy. Sometimes you have to press it multiple times, or like you move the mouse slightly and you get off the hitbox for the item so you don't actually place it. Anyways, this is the dangerous part that I was talking about, so I heal up first there. There's a lot of these crow beastie guys, I don't exactly know what their name is, and they're all in this one area and you have to collect the symbol and then get out. And all of that would be fine. I could just kind of sprint through here and get out. I took a little detour right there because I thought there was stairs there and I totally forgot. The stairs are actually in the next alcove. So I'm trying to stay a little bit stealthy here because once they find you, it really throws a wrench in things and it's pretty hard to get through this part without, you know, doing a little trick and keeping them out of the way. I'll show you in a second what I mean. Okay, so you can grab this emblem here, and they'll all chase you, and you can just climb up over this wall here. I am once again stuck in their colliders, and you run into a big issue right here, where if they're chasing you and they're close by and you try to go in that room to hit the lever and get out, then you're basically dead. Because as I was saying before, the colliders, hitboxes on the enemies are so large you can't walk past them, and there's just a tiny little room there that triggers the elevator, so you get stuck in there. I tried this many times before, trust me. It's very easy to get stuck in this alcove room right here. And there's one, there's two, and I was very, very close to getting stuck there. And now we just have to wait for the elevator to come down, which actually is not a problem because we can stand on this wall and they don't know what to do. So the elevator's here. I'm just gonna drop down so they go the other way and then hop on the elevator. So in my opinion, that's the hardest part of the demo. The other half is a bunch of guards, which can mess you up because they have shotguns. But it's not too bad compared to the crows because it's a lot harder to get stuck in an alcove like that. So next up here, I'm coming out of the back streets. This is usually the opposite way that I played the demo casually, so I'm a little lost here. I accidentally go the wrong direction back onto the main street. I mean, it kind of looks labyrinthine, right? Everything looks kind of similar. And then I'm like, okay, need to go back the other way to the guardhouse. Alright, here, sneak past some guards. Pretty straightforward. I could just sprint in here, but you need to pull these levers, and if you sprint in and alert all the guards, then you're gonna get stuck in a corner. Same thing with the beast down in the sewers. I come in here, open these doors, and forget which door has the symbol behind it. Eventually I remember that is in the locked up room at the end, and that's the second symbol that I need. So now I just need to get back to the door at the end and place both symbols and get out. And I did not kill anybody or shoot anybody or anything like that. It was a pacifist run, so I'm just gonna place these symbols, do a little loopy-loop around this guy so I don't get stuck, and head in here to the chapel. So yeah, that is Thief with Guns Without Guns. If you haven't played the Gloomwood demo, it's out on Steam. I recommend giving it a shot. I will see you all later.